Welcome back to Faculty Spotlights. My name is Dr. Anna Belmonte. I'm the Division Chair for Forensic Psychology here at the Chicago School. Joined today is Dr. Alexandra Snead, who is an assistant professor with our online department of Forensic Psychology. Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Snead.
Thank you for having me today.
Awesome. Well, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what brought you to the Chicago School?
Okay, so I obtained my undergrad from Virginia Tech, and I have my undergrad in human resource management and minor in psychology. After undergrad, I spent some time as a research assistant at Medical University of South Carolina, and then I obtained my PhD in clinical psychology from the University of Houston. After I graduated, I joined a private practice full time doing therapy. And then I also started as an adjunct professor. And it was during that time that I really enjoyed not only therapy, but teaching. So we started to look for a more full-time faculty position. And then I really liked the Chicago School. I feel like it has a strong emphasis on applied psychology, diversity, and real-world impact. And I really liked that they had an online forensic program that allows for students to take classes with like flexibility and that are
Mhm.
like all over the United States.
Awesome. Yeah, so you talked a lot about teaching, but also research and practice. So can you tell us a little bit more about what areas of teaching, research, and practice that you are most interested in?
So I did a lot of research with substance use and intimate partner violence during my undergrad and then in grad school. Not really of interest of mine anymore. So really, I'm starting to become a lot more interested in like the evolving role of artificial intelligence in mental
Mm,
health and forensic practice. So I really think that AI is beginning to influence areas such as like psychological assessment, clinical documentation, risk
mhm,
assessment, and even like therapeutic support tools. So I'm really
mhm,
interested in helping students kind of understand both the potential and the limitations of these technologies. So
mhm.
including how AI can enhance efficacy while still kind of like preserving the human connection that's really essential to effective clinical work.
Yes, that's great. AI is such a topic. I'm getting asked about it actually in town halls or open houses or even interviews. Students are asking what I think or we all think the impact of AI is on the profession. So I think it's definitely a hot topic, not only for our current students, us as practitioners, but for those students who might be listening and considering our programs.
Yes, I think it's rapidly evolving, and I think it's important for us to kind of evolve with it and figure out when
Mhm.
it's ethical for us to use, the
Right.
times when it's unethical to use, just how to kind of incorporate
Mhm.
it into our research, teaching, like clinical work.
Exactly. Awesome. And so, how do you see your work in teaching and in your practice impacting your students and the community around you?
So I kind of see my role as helping students develop both competence and confidence. So my goal is
Mhm.
to really help them start to think critically, apply psychological principles effectively, and really approach their work with professionalism and empathy. So I think that when students are well prepared, they're often then better equipped to serve individuals, families, and then also communities in a meaningful way. So I really think this ripple effect of education is powerful, and I think by supporting students in developing strong skills and really ethical
Mhm.
awareness, we can really contribute to better outcomes, not only for students themselves, but also the communities and systems they work in.
Agreed. Yeah, teaching is one of those things that you do one thing and it can cascade into helping so many people because you never know who you teach and then that they teach even. Not only
Yeah.
just are they what community they're going to go out in. And particularly for you and our other colleagues that work in the online campus, you have such an opportunity to work with people all across the country in underserved, more rural area that wouldn't always have access to an education like ours. And yeah, and they can really impact their communities that way.
Yes.
So, kind of in that same vein, what do you think makes our program unique or especially valuable to students?
So I think one of the most valuable aspects of the program is kind of something I mentioned is the strong focus on the applied learning and the professional preparation. So I really think our curriculum is designed to help students connect theory to real world settings, which is essential for building practical competence. And then I really think the online format also provides accessibility and flexibility, allowing students from diverse geographic and professional backgrounds to engage meaningful in their education. Something we talked about. It's nice to give individuals the chance to engage in a good education in an online format.
Yes, agreed. Awesome. Okay, last but not least, what advice would you give to current or prospective students if they're looking to join our program or just the field even?
I would really encourage students to kind of stay curious, remain open to learning, and really take full advantage of opportunities to connect theory with practice. I think forensic psychology is a field that requires both strong analytical skills and emotional insight. So I really think developing critical thinking, ethical awareness, and self reflection is just as important as mastering the academic content. And then I really would encourage students to seek mentorship. So
Mhm,
engage in with that, engage actively in the discussions and really remain mindful of the impact their work can have on individuals and the communities. And I think
mhm.
that this field can be challenging, but it can be especially meaningful, and students who approach it with this dedication and openness can really make a significant difference.
Couldn't agree more. Thank you so much, Dr. Snead, for all of your insights. And thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.